This is about my third attempt at a video today. It's been such a wild day. Every time I get started, I get pulled away or something happens, and it's just crazy. So I'm getting set up still, but let's see. I wanted to go over a few things today just because it's crazy. Bitcoin's at all new all-time highs. Dogecoin is going crazy, and I am not sleeping because my mind's on this, and it's 24/7, and so hence the coffee at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But it's so fun. I'm loving this. This is great. I missed out on Bitcoin yesterday at 38,000 because I wanted to go to sleep, and I wanted to buy it at 38,000, but I don't like to hold margin positions overnight. You wake up and you're down 20%, on borrowed funds. But I am still super bullish on Bitcoin. If you've heard me talk, or I'm bullish on Bitcoin. Multiple reasons, and I wanted to go over a few things with you. One of the reasons is because of the news. So I wanted to go over some recent news, what's going on right now, the big things, couple of really big things happening right now between Bitcoin and Ethereum and Michael Saylor. And then I found this really cool resource. It was shared on the Stock Market Mentor. Oh, did I just close out of it? On the Stock Market Mentor forum by GeoTheo. So thank you, GeoTheo, for sharing that with me. It is incredibly useful. I've been using Investopedia, and this is just so much better. So I wanted to go over that news with you, and did find out that the camera program, the recording program, does make my computer run slower. But again, it is a cheap computer. It does run a lot faster than this when I'm not recording. But I'll get that resolved. If Bitcoin goes to 50,000, I'll get a new computer. Okay. So we got news, we got a cool resource, which will be very quick. Then I want to go over a new launch that I actually bought. I bought one that this is the earliest I've bought into launch, and then go over some of the altcoins. And I really want to add how I find what exchange a coin is traded on. So that's what I want to talk about today. The certain sections will be pretty quick, and altcoin review stuff I talked about on Saturday. I want to go over. I want to update on, and I want to go over transferring between exchanges at another time. It's so much work trying to block out account balances and blocking out wallet addresses. I don't want people knowing that. I don't want to put that out there. And it's recent transfers and the amounts. Like I just don't want that, even if it is fine. I've seen people post their Ethereum wallets on Twitter, and I don't know. And I know people found out about Mark Cuban's amount of AAVE that he holds because of his NFT sale. He sold his own NFT, and you have to put out your wallet address in order to do that. So all right, awesome. First things first, I want to go into the news. I'm sure you've heard it. Tesla buying $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. Huge news. I mean, that's not just a billionaire. That's not just a billionaire's company. That's the richest man in the world, and that's the richest man in the world's company. Like, that's enormous news. So the confusion I have is I've seen some conflicting ideas. I don't think he's bought yet. I think that the recent rise of 38,000 to almost 45,000 in Bitcoin was just off of people hearing that and saying, wow, he's in, I'm in. And that's all there is to it. Now Bitcoin is sitting at 44,700. I did get into a margin trade today. I was very happy with my patience because it ran up to 45, and your emotions run high and you don't want to miss out. And I waited for it to pull back to 42,500. Ended up buying at 42,700. So I'm up $2,000 on that trade. Not $2,000 profit and loss. I'm not going to share that when I'm up or not with you. But Bitcoin's up $2,000 from my entry. So wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Very happy about my patience on that. I'm not normally a patient person. So looking at that, right? Bitcoin has risen 3% in Bitcoin dominance. And if you watch the video from Saturday that I put out there, you know that what I think is going to happen, and this is not saying that it's going to happen, but I feel very strongly that Bitcoin dominance again is Bitcoin's percentage of the total market cap compared to all the other coins in the space. I think it falls back down to 36%, because this is very cyclical. It repeats itself, so why wouldn't it? I don't think that's going to happen until Bitcoin hits anywhere from 60,000 to 100,000, maybe more. And if that happens, altcoins will probably sell off a good amount. They won't crash, I don't think. I mean, they've been showing some strength so far. Polkadot hit a new all-time high just now, so that's great. Scott Trades will love that. Got in so early, $5. Way to go. But I think this is going to put in a short-term head and shoulders. It's looking like if it doesn't break past this previous day's candle, it could be bear flagging. So I could be wrong on the head and shoulders. I still think it's going to anywhere from percentage of 65.64 to 67.47. If I made it to 67.47, I will be looking to load up on altcoins. That's my plan. I'm not saying to do that. My worst fear is that somebody buys off of something I say and then they lose a ton of money, because I'm not telling you to buy there. That's my plan. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm looking for it to come anywhere in there. If it comes up to here, if it comes up to the 67.4 area, I'm loading up altcoins. That's my plan. My foot will be on the gas. Now, it could bear flag, like I said, right here from the previous week. Volume is huge. Volume is enormous. But yeah, then I'm looking for it to come down to 36 again, all the way down to the bottom. I think altcoins will go on a huge run after that. Just my thoughts. Just my thoughts and excitement. So we're looking at that. We're looking at Elon, and we're looking at, Bitcoin hitting new all-time highs. I think it's about to hit another new all-time high, Bitcoin. Let's see. Yeah, it was 44.9, and it's at 44.7 almost right now. 44.650, 44.40, 44.640. Yeah, I don't think it's going to stop. I don't don't have my chart laid out. I do a lot from my phone, but the widening channel that it's in could put it at $100,000 if it keeps going. That would be the upward end of the my brain, the widening channel, megaphone channel. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, I could see it happening. I'm not expecting it. I'm expecting more like a run to like 52,000. That's my target. That's what I'm looking for. But yeah, all off of Elon news. Now, to go along with that, the news, I think it's still big that Michael Saylor presenting to 1,400 top industry leaders, most of them probably billionaires. And I think think about it. You're an industry leader and you see the richest man in the world buying $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. Those sheep are going to flock. At least I think so. I think that's just how it's going to work. And then you get these millions and millions and billions of dollars to buy. What happens when there's no more supply left? I just think, boom, takes off. All my opinion. But I'm definitely excited to see this happening. Last piece of news in Ethereum. Ethereum CME futures launched today. So if you were paying attention to the prices over the weekend, you saw some selling off, and on Saturday we saw some selling off. Sunday continued a little bit, except for Dogecoin. Amazingly so, except for Dogecoin, the joke coin. So you see him selling off, and I was looking at that, and I wasn't super worried just because of all the adoption that's taken place in the cryptocurrency space right now. It's bigger. It's not just an idea. It's not just a thought. People are believing in it. People are buying into it. So what happened last time and why the sell-off happened this weekend is when Bitcoin futures launched, that was the end of the bull run, and Bitcoin got crushed from almost $20,000 down to about $3,200. And that's what people were thinking. They're scared. They were scared. They rightfully so. I mean, it's not a wrong feeling. It's not a wrong feeling. I mean, if you're looking at trends, you know, and it could still happen. It could still sell off. You know, there could be. I could just be taking the bait, but it's Ethereum's back up over 1,700. What are we sitting at? 1,710. So almost completely recovered. All-time high is 1,775. So yeah, it's recovered. I won't sip from that anymore. But it looks like it's flagging as well. Almost like, yeah, looking like a long-term cup and handle as well. I mean, everything's looking great to me. But yeah, so CME futures launched and it didn't tank. So great news. So few big things happening. CME futures, Michael Saylor still getting people to buy in, and Elon Musk buying in for $1.5 billion. $billion. So next, this resource, phenomenal resource. I did not know about it until GeoTheo shared it with me. Amazing resource. Blockchainalmanac.com. Okay. So they have quizzes. I had this pulled up. And don't feel bad. This is just like, I did the beginner quiz and I only got a 5 out of 7. So don't feel bad. It's all new. I'm not a programmer. I'm the least IT savvy guy you'll ever meet. I have a $200 laptop from 2 years ago. So don't feel bad. It's all a learning experience. You'll get there. I'm still finding out new things. So go here. Here's the nice part about this is getting familiar with the terms. So if you go to the glossary, is that what it was? The glossary? Yeah, you have a glossary of terms, and it's alphabetized. There's a lot of stuff I didn't, almost all of it. Probably 80% of it I've never heard of. So people were asking about wallets. Let's see. You get cold storage, right? Somebody was asking about that. Exact definitions. Cold storage. Cypherpunks? I thought it was cyberpunks. Let's see. Then you got hot wallets. There you go. Boom. This is for all your crypto definition needs. Then you can quiz yourself on it. They got training programs. This is a phenomenal resource to use to get if you're looking to learn. Phenomenal. So thank you, GeoTheo, for sharing that. Okay. So, altcoin exchanges. Where do you find them? Where do you find the exchanges? So, go to coinmarketcap.com. Coinmarketcap.com. Type in the cryptocurrency you want to search. Just did Polkadot. Scroll down, and it's going to show you all the markets. Right, and there are, let's see, there are 6,220 coins now and 427 exchanges. The nice thing about this is it's going to list the confidence in the exchanges, the good ones and the bad ones. So if we go to see all markets, I think that dot is on like 400 of them. Did find out that the camera software makes my computer run slower. It actually runs fairly decent when I'm not recording. But yeah, look at that, confidence low. So I probably would stay away from these exchanges. But yeah, Binance again is probably the top one. And then if you click on it, it'll take you right to the trading pair on the site. So you'll just have to have an account set up, or set up a new account. If you already have one, you'll be able to trade it. But yeah, it takes you right to the site. And yeah, for everybody wanting to get involved, like just Binance if you can. If not, get on Coinbase Pro and Binance US. That's a great place to start. And again, like I want to do, it's really hard walking through setup and transferring money because everything, every page, like even if I click on the symbol to make my balance not able to view, I have to go through and edit the video to not show my wallet address. I really don't want to show it. I know people are sharing it online, showing all my recent transactions, showing all my balances, or I mean, on some exchanges I can't hide it. Especially on like, most of my trading is done on Uniswap and MetaMask. So I scroll through and you might see like how much, I don't care to share how much I have of something with the world. I like to keep that private. I'm not trying to, I have no agenda behind that. So, but yeah. So yeah, that's how you find where they're traded on. So you can see some smaller ones. And what I like too is like they show the liquidity. So it gives you a good idea. Like Kraken's probably the best spot to trade. I mean, that's pretty high liquidity. In the 400s, it's out of 1,000, I think. So if you scroll over that, yeah, out of 1,000, 0 to 1,000. Liquidity is good because if you go to something like Pluton, which if you heard me talking about Pluton, it took me a long time to get into it because the liquidity was so low. It took me like a whole day to get into a very small position, and I wasn't about to chase it. I did make half of a buy high, and then I made the rest of them just on the bid or slightly above the bid, try and get filled. But you can see, well, you can't see yet, but you will be able to see. Look at the liquidity. The highest, which I traded on KuCoin, so that was the highest liquidity, is 39. And when it's low liquidity like this, if you trade it on Uniswap, there's going to be a large slippage. So you're going to be probably getting, say you trade $1,000 of it, you're probably going to be getting 5% less than that. Say you trade $1,000 worth of Ethereum for $1,000 worth of Pluton, you're probably only going to be getting $950 worth, not counting your fees and stuff. There might be like a 5 or 6% difference. So it's really tough, really frustrating. So this is just one that I'm looking to hold. It's a low market cap and $7 million. And if it goes up, it goes up. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But it's a big program. So it's just hard to get into. Don't chase on the ask and buy it like $12. I mean, maybe on like a new IDO, get in that way. But yeah, really great resource here. And yeah, just not very liquid. There was another one. Let's see YFDI. Let's see if that's trading it. Because I just have YFDI. I've just been staking it on their website, yfdifinance.com. And you know, I just connected my wallet, my MetaMask wallet, after swapping it on MetaMask. So it does trade on Bilaxy, which, yeah, not a very good one. Uniswap, very high liquidity. That's great. That's where I bought it at. So nothing. Love to see it get on Binance. That would send the price through the roof. All it takes is a catalyst, as simple as that. Go through the roof. So, okay, I'm starting to get into altcoins a little bit, and I guess it is that time anyways. So that's great. Tie that into maybe I'll look at the exchanges that these ones are on as I go through the altcoins, since we kind of already started. Let's start with Bitcoin first. And like I said, this reached an all-time high today, and it's retesting it, 44,400. So it's not just breaking right. So I guess it just did set an all-time high at 44,978. I mean, if it doesn't break through it, that'll just double top, which is fine. Still bullish, but it's not just going to rip right through it. $827 billion market cap. And that's what I was talking about with my price target, is that $1 trillion market cap, which would probably be like some kind of psychological resistance, would put it at around 52,000. So that's my short-term price target. I think it could definitely rip to 60,000 or maybe even 100,000 if things get crazy. $1 just because of where the expanding channel is showing at. I don't have a chart pulled up for that, but just drawing lines from recent tops. That's where it can go to. And look at, so like something like Bitcoin, 864 liquidity. So that gives you an idea. But yeah. Okay. Let's get on CoinGecko. Let's stop looking at exchanges. Okay. So there's YFDI hanging out. It's just been hanging out. It came down below 4,000 yesterday. I'm not buying anymore. I have enough. I have all I care to have, and I'm at like 0.8 additional YFDI from staking now. So pretty happy. Oh, it does show the exchanges on CoinGecko. How about that? Cool. So you can see it's hanging out. It's kind of separating itself from Bitcoin, so that's good. Excuse me. Volume raising a little bit, not a ton. I mean, the 27th through the 29th, high end was at 3.5 million. I won't use that as an example. 4.5 million, rising. That's what I like to see. Slow, steady grind. That's one of my favorites. Okay, back into some of the ones that I went over. I'm going to do this a little quicker than last time. And got YFDI. Looked at Polkadot, just hit a new all-time high at 23.34 it's at now. 23.34 it's at right now. So love to see that. That's one of my favorites. Ethereum sitting at 17.05. Nothing really crazy going on there, except it dipped over the weekend in anticipation for the CME futures. People probably thought it was going to just get crushed. It didn't. Paid network. This has been the altcoin of the year. The altcoin of the year. It's at 398. I bought more. It was down 27% this morning. I didn't have a lot. That's the thing. So don't think I'm like crazy deep into this. I have enough to get into the second highest round of new project launches, which is significantly lower than the diamond level, which is 75,000, which is $300,000. Guarantees you into the next projects. But this, as I mentioned before, 0.012, so a little over a penny pre-sale. You would probably have been able to buy it at like 10 cents if you got in early when it launched, and it just ripped from there, never stopped. $4. Crazy. I think it opened at like 2 cents. I think I heard some people getting it at 5 cents. I didn't even know about it then, so I didn't know about it until it was over $1, and I didn't buy it until it was like $2.60, and I was nervous because it went up so big. But it's different. It's different in crypto. It's like people wait for pullbacks, and sometimes it just never happens, and you're coming into new valuations. So it's like penny stocks, but in the same aspect, it's not like penny stocks. You know, are going to crash back down, and these they could, very risky, and they definitely will once Bitcoin's done and Bitcoin comes down. These will have one more run, and this will come down. So have a plan for that. That's my plan. Bitcoin runs. It has like a surge, like it did in 2000, like the very start of 2018 when it almost hit 20,000, and then it tanked. It just crashed. Altcoins had another little small run, and then everything was just coming down. And the worst is the long, slow fade, because it's easy when it happens quick. You just get out. Long, slow fade. You're constantly questioning yourself. But yeah, paid is. They do have. Their next project is called Ignition. That's going to be like Polkastarter, and the fact that it's going to be their launch pad. They're going to launch a new project. So that's what's to look out for next. Once that happens, I mean, then they have, what is it, Shadows it's called. That's their first coin launch off of, I think Ignition will launch that. And if you have 75,000 paid network coins, you automatically get into the pre-sale. I'm 99% sure you automatically get into the pre-sale. So I do not have nearly close to that. I wish I did. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. So, okay, on to Polkastarter. Perfect segue. Polkastarter. And these are my holdings. So these are ones that I hold. So these aren't just ones that I'm looking at. If there's any ones that you guys see that you want me to look at, feel free and I'll go over it next time. There are ones that I look at that I'm not in, but why not just look at the ones that I'm holding? Polkastarter down 1.5%. If we looked at this on Saturday and it looked like it was pretty much following the price of Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes up, Polkastarter goes up. Bitcoin goes down, Polkastarter goes down. And it's kind of separated itself even though it's come down a little bit. It catches up every time. So it's kind of getting close. Volume's picked up. Wonder what was happening here. But anyways, yeah. Where do you trade this? Uniswap. There you go. That's the importance of getting into Uniswap. I've never heard of Huobi Global, BKEX, Bitmart. I wouldn't trust those anyways. Trust score is green, but yeah. Uniswap Uniswap will have everything that is possible. A couple of the more long shot ones, kind of the more hopeful ones, get in early, get in at the bottom or as close to the bottom as I can. Option Room is one of them, and AnySwap is the other. Now, if you remember AnySwap went from like 26 cents to like $1.60 in a day. And I got in on the upswing at about 80 cents. I thought it might come back down to 80 cents, but it only came down to like the low dollar range. And AnySwap's sitting at $1.27. But Option Room got in pretty early on this one. I waited for it to come down. It was at like $4 and sold off. Probably the pre-sale buyers sold off there. And it's just been kind of hanging out. And if it does nothing, then it does nothing. I don't have enough for it to tie up all my money anyways. But if it takes off, then I want to be in it because we want to make money. Looks like the volume, yeah, this was when it launched. Volume's been pretty steady, pretty low compared to when it launched, but it gets crazy at launch. But anyways, that's like kind of a long shot. And remember, all the websites are looked here. If you want to research it further, just go to optionroom.finance. All of these that are listed, it'll have their website listed here. And then AnySwap. I bought this on AnySwap. That's where I bought it. So what'll happen is, again, like I know this might be a little confusing, but you'll have your MetaMask wallet, and then you'll have these exchanges where you can connect your wallet. So AnySwap, you can connect your wallet. Uniswap, you can connect your wallet. 1inch, you can connect your wallet. Stuff like that. PancakeSwap, which is actually a really good one that is a Binance project. You can connect your wallet. So you connect your wallet, and then whatever you hold in your wallet, you can swap for, if any's available, then you can swap any or whatever they offer. Uniswap has the most projects on there, has the most coins. So yeah, AnySwap and Hotbit. Oh, AnySwap, trust score is low. Oh, low liquidity. Maybe that's what the trust score relates to. Cool. But yeah, look at that. Boom. That had to be when it launched. I can't imagine what else. I mean, I just heard about it. I'm like, wow, never heard about this. It's low. Market cap was low. And that's literally, I just wanted to get into one before it started to get popular. Any type of exchange coin, swap coin. So yeah, and it's kind of flagging here. Look at that. Cool. So that's another long shot though. Let's see. Pluton, we talked about. Bondly. If you remember Bondly, it shot up to about 55 cents. Maybe a pump and dump. I don't know. That's about where I bought it at. 30 cents now. All the way back down to 30 cents. 30.5 cents. The reason it took off is because Logan Paul announced partnership. He's going to be launching NFTs with Bondly. Probably Pokemon. He loves Pokemon cards. Anyways, so Volume's been fading off. It's still all right. I mean, if it goes down to nothing, then that would, if it came back down to here, this volume level, I'd be concerned. But you could see Logan Paul announcement, boom, shot up, volume picked up, slowly fading off. So maybe a pump and dump. I don't know. I don't think it is. I hope it's not. If it is, it is. I don't have enough in there to really be too concerned with. I don't want to lose, but okay, glitch protocol. This is my big time long shot because they have a team. They're active, and their market cap's probably around 2 million right now. They're fully diluted, so if the full supply was in circulation at this price, it would be an $8 million market cap, which is incredibly low. So they're probably at like a $2 million market cap. So the higher the risk, the lower the amount of money I put in there. That's just my strategy. And if this takes off, it can go big. That's all. If it takes off, I'll be in it. If it doesn't, no harm, no foul. If it comes down to zero, I don't lose a whole lot. I don't think the chart's really important. It's loading right now just because that's kind of what I'm looking at with this. But okay, volume's been picking up over the last 24 hours. Let's see what it is in the last week. Yeah, about the same. Dropped off here. So nothing special going on, but they are active. They're active. You can call these guys too. Like you can go to their website and you can call them. Like you want to see what's going on, what their projects are, call them. Get on the phone. Why not? They'll answer your questions. Bird's looking good. Bird money, another low market cap. We talked about, it was at like 106 when I went over it on Saturday. So up about 15% from there, 23% on the day. It's an Oracle, same space as Chainlink, and low enough market cap to not really have done anything yet, but they're active, and it's like, now it's just time to see if they follow through and actually do anything. If they do, price will probably go up. If not, price will probably stay the same or go down. Higher risk, so I don't have as much in it. Looks like there was some big time hype back in the end of January. Volume's been level. I mean, it's been kind of bouncing between 100 and came down below 100, about 100 and 140. So anyways, on to one of my favorites that has just been a monster. EGLD. Wow, already 21. Just Saturday, I was saying it could be in the top 30 or the top 20. And it's number 21. Huh. It hit like 180 or something like that. I sold a lot. I think it can keep going up, but I was initially thinking I could do like $80, maybe 100. I sold a lot of this. I hold some. I mean, dollar amount, it's pretty good amount, because it went up. If you remember, it said it bought at 24. Sold some at 50, not hardly any. Sold a little bit at 98, 96. Then I sold a lot up here. Okay, we're trying to look for this. So increase in volume throughout the day. It can keep going up. It could, definitely could. I hold enough to where it'd be worth my while. Look at that volume. This is the Meyer wallet. So that's the excitement. The US can't use it, but it allows for staking. So you could stake your Elrond gold. Yeah, big deal. Look it up, Maier, and it's an app. So they're to a $3 billion market cap. So, I mean, they can go to 500. I don't know. I'm good with what I got. It was an awesome ride. So those are a lot of what we went over on Saturday. So keep in mind, if Bitcoin runs, altcoins are probably going to pull back. I'm not saying they're gonna. They could just hold their price, but they usually pull back. So wouldn't be a bad idea to take some profits if you think Bitcoin's going to run. I did. I still hold every one of those. I still hold them. But yeah, you know my plan. Bitcoin goes up. I'm going to look at the dominance chart, and I'm going to look at the price. What is this? Whoops. I don't want to join. Anyways, you all know where I'm at with that. I think the Bitcoin dominance comes down to 36. And if that happens, altcoins are going to be big. But in the meantime, Bitcoin will have to run in order for that to happen, and there'll have to be more money filtering out of Bitcoin into alts. That's what happens. People make their money in Bitcoin, they sell their Bitcoin, they buy the next level down. Ethereum, Litecoin, maybe Polkadot, Chainlink, stuff like that, bigger ones. Those go up. They sell, take their profits, buy the little ones, and that's when the fun happens. Every time. It happens like that every time. Every time. So I fully expect this to go down to 36. Kind of hoping it goes to 67.5, 67.4, because that's where I will hit the gas the hardest and just have conviction in my plan. So yeah, FinexFlo Launch today. A lot of excitement behind this. I got in. This was the earliest I ever got in any project. So I just bought. I didn't really have any. I just knew I wanted to buy early. I knew I was probably going to overpay in fees because everybody was going to be buying. I did. I overpaid in fees, but I bought a little bit, and then I waited. I bought a little bit more. I got in at $62, and this one, they have a link right to Uniswap on their website. So it'll take you to a separate website first. So yeah, FinexFlo. But they already have a big team together. They're not just like some startup coin, like looking to get money to fund it. But yeah, this is a Polkastarter launch. Umbrella launching tomorrow. The private sale, I think, is happening right now. I think the private sale is happening right now. So I'm down 10 cents on this. What are you gonna do? It's like an IPO. You don't have anything to go off of. Flipping a coin. So I bought. I think in the next week or so. I'm hoping it kind of levels off a little bit. I'm hoping the volume dies down a little bit here, so it kind of quiets. I mean, it's pretty flat between a big range. So looks like things did settle down a little. Probably take a little longer to determine which way it's going to move. I mean, if it came down to 30 cents, I'd buy it again. I think that the people that are big in the industry, are big into cryptocurrency, have been waiting for this one for a while. They were really, really excited about this one. I don't know a whole lot why. I just know I wanted to get in on a Polkastarter. I didn't put a lot in. I didn't put a ton in. But I just knew I wanted to get in early on a Polkastarter project. And that's it. That's my plan. It's flip a coin. So this is a gamble. Probably not the smartest trading strategy, but I just wanted to get in, and I'll keep you posted on this one too. We'll add that to the list. So earliest I ever got in on anything after launch. So I'm pretty happy I figured it out. I got in late too. I mean, if I would have gotten in at, well, I guess not. I mean, it only went down into the third. I doubt you could have got it there. People in the 40s are happy. Probably hang out in the 40s, I bet. Jeez, McAfee. If it hangs out in the 40s, that'd be a good sign. Even though I'd be down on it, I'd be happy with that. So, anyways, that is all for today. Big news from Tesla and Elon Musk. Oh, Sharon, one more thing. There is a wallet out there that owns 27% of the Dogecoin supply. 27%. So that's who is pumping Dogecoin? I'm sure you guys all saw it during the. I'm sure everybody else saw it like during the Super Bowl and before the Super Bowl. Elon Musk has been pumping Dogecoin all over his Twitter all week, probably for the last week. It's possible, you know, and other YouTubers have speculated about this too. That wallet is Elon Musk's wallet. We don't know that, but you could probably speculate about that. Dogecoin, I don't look at. I mean, I look at the chart if I'm looking for like an exit or an entry, but that's just a pump. And it could pump to $1. Elon Musk would, if it is his wallet and he's the one buying Dogecoin and he wants that to be the currency of the future, it could be. It's an ever expanding supply. You need that if you are gonna have a cryptocurrency be a currency of the future. He mentioned in an interview that the most entertaining one is normally the one to go with, and he's crazy enough just to be the one to put it in that direction. So that's all I'm buying on. I mean, holding on. I'm not buying anymore. But it'd be crazy if you sent it to $1. It's holding in the sevens. It's at wow, just under 8 cents, 0.078. So crazy. I just wanted to share that too. The wallet, 27%. One wallet owns 20%, 27% of the Dogecoin. So yeah, big news. Tesla, Ethereum. Michael Saylor is continuing his bull case with MicroStrategy, trying to get other billionaires and multimillionaires on board. Resources, blockchainalmanac.com. Setting up transfers isn't hard, guys. It's just getting used to the platforms. Again, if I could find a way to not be spending a week editing a video on hiding my wallet addresses, my balance amounts, and my transfer amounts, like I promise I'll do a video, but I just don't care to share that information with anyone. Hopefully you understand. I mean, going and doing it is the best experience. Start with Coinbase Pro. If you're going to trade anywhere outside of Coinbase Pro is great. They have gotten a lot better. They have a lot more coins listed on there too. You could fully get by with just trading Coinbase Pro. They don't have Dogecoin. Binance US does. I mean, if you want to take it the next step, get on Coinbase Pro and Binance US. Set those up. Have a bank account linked to one of them so you can make deposits. And it's going to be a step-by-step process, and it's going to be an approval process. So do that. MetaMask and Uniswap if you want to take it a step further, and make sure you have a VPN. All right, you see I'm connected on my VPN, and yeah, hide your IP address. You don't want to be trading on MetaMask and Uniswap without a VPN. It's only $7.99 a month, 3 months free if you pay for a whole year, 30 days free with the referral link in the description, and then yeah, I mean you probably want it. So Coinbase is pretty secure. Probably want it still, even if you're only trading on Coinbase. Probably don't need it, but I don't trust anyone. I trust some people. My wife, that's about it. My wife and my parents, my brother, and some friends. FinexFlo new launch, Umbrella Protocol new launch off of Polkastarter. I don't think Umbrella is available to the public. Butterfly was a recent launch. Don't know what that did. So update on that. And then the altcoin exchanges, learning how to find where they launch at. So Umbrella or Butterfly down 6.6. I don't even know what they do. I didn't get into this one. I didn't look into it at all. But yeah, new launches. And that's it. That's everything. So they launched on the 5th. They've been kind of stagnant. But do they have their market cap listed? I don't know their market cap. 100 million supply. Yeah. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Have a great day.